Danielle, I think along those lines, I'm just curious, what has sharing your sobriety story been like for you?
It has honestly been a gift. I waited until I was 6 months sober to go ahead and say, this is who I am. And I thought, if I can help one person, if there is one person who's struggling, but specifically one woman who thinks, gosh, that sounds familiar. Maybe I'm not alone. I'm not the only person who blacks out. I'm not the only person who is hiding how much they're drinking. Then it's important for me to say this out loud. It's important for me to say, recovery is not a bad word. Alcoholic is not a bad word. Sober is not a bad word. These are all things that are good and positive. And this 2.0 version of me is a really strong thing. And I moved from being completely broken to being beautifully broken in a way that I can put the pieces back together and still allow the light to come into my world. What was amazing to me is not only the number of people who started to reach out at first to say, oh my gosh, your story resonates with me, but the number of people who said, thank you for sharing this, because now I understand my husband, wife, cousin, sister, child in a way that I didn't. Because so many times when you're going through this, you hear people say, oh my gosh, just stop. Just stop drinking. Just stop. Because from the outside perspective, it doesn't make sense that you can't just stop. But addiction isn't that easy. So I was giving voice to people who are struggling with addiction, and their families were able to understand. I told my kids I will always, always deeply regret that I hurt you in this process. But I truly believe this happened for me. I'm where I'm supposed to be, because now I can say to you, whether you are 16 or 27 or 42 or 65, if at any point you say to yourself, I wonder if I'm drinking too much. I wonder if I have a problem. The answer is yes. Does that mean you are an alcoholic or you need to go into treatment? No. It does mean that you need to take a step back and reevaluate what your relationship with alcohol looks like, because normal people don't stop and think, I wonder if I have a problem. That's your body and your brain saying to you, take a step back, slow down.
Well, we have to thank the two of you for such an enlightening, powerful, and open discussion. Danielle, your story is going to help so many people out there sort through their behavior and what's going on through their mind. Do I have a problem? What's the next step? And Dr. Finkelstein, thanks for being the expert that you are. We really appreciate all of your insight to this serious, serious problem.